Hi there, welcome back to the Pen and Inkwell. Well, I know it's been absolutely ages. It's been about 12 months, I think, since I last did a review, and that's just down to a few different things really. We moved house, and I didn't really get the opportunity to set the studio up again until really now, but I have to say I have been prompted a little bit to get back into this a little sooner, which was fantastic and which was just the motivation that I actually needed to get started again. And I have to say thank you first and foremost to every single one of you that has watched my videos over the last 12 months whilst I've been away. It's fantastic to see 305 subscribers now to a channel that hasn't had a new video on it for the last year. But I promise you, it's all going to pick back up and we've got some exciting things ahead. In about the last 6 weeks or 2 months, I was contacted by a fellow fountain pen reviewer and asked whether I'd be interested in joining him and somebody else to start up a new site, really, almost like a sort of three-prong review site that would be contributed by the three of us in 3 different formats: my videos and their written reviews and their artistry, to bring together 3 different people's opinions on the same pens. And this is what we're starting with today. So today it's really exciting. We've the kind of people at Kaweco have sent me some pens to look at, and I'm going to be starting today with a wonderful pen. I'm going to look at it and have a look. I've had these before in the classic sports pens, but they're really small pocket sized pens. But this is the Brass Sport by Kaweco. Very heavy pen. I'm going to look at it soon and we'll look at it in more detail very shortly. Hope you come back to join me. Thanks. Welcome back and thanks for joining me again. So we're looking at this Kaweco All Sports Brass now, so the Brass Sport as they call it. So when you get it, it comes in this tin, this presentation tin, which I think in itself is a really nice tin. It's sturdy, it's a nice size, and it makes something of the pen. I think, it's sort of, it's quite substantial. I really like them. A bit retro, really, I suppose. So you open that up, so you see on here actually, so beforehand, you have the Kaweco logo, and it says licensed to write, Germany since 1883. And you open these up, and there it is inside, is the Brass Sport. You'll actually find that you can actually keep 2 pens in these. One there, and you could fit another one along the side of there. So I'm just going to put this box away now, and we're going to look at this in a little more detail. I'm going to just zoom in a little bit and look at this a little closer. Get this up the right way. There we go. That's it. So as you can see, this really is brass, and you can see the light coming off, reflecting off this. It's a heavy pen. This is 33 grams with the cap on, as it is like this. It's 21 grams without the cap. So it is a heavy pen to use. And it's a small pen. They are mini pens. They are sort of, miniature pens to carry around with you. So as far as dimensions are concerned, this is 107 millimeters in length, as it is stands here. 122 without the cap on, and then it's 127 millimeters posted. I'll show you all of that now in a moment. So let's have a look. Just have a look on the outside of it. So you'll see right on the front here, we've got the words Kaweco Brass Sport Germany written, engraved in here. And then at the top of the pen, we've got the Kaweco logo here. Sorry, I'll get that back into focus actually. Just about see that yet, the Kaweco logo there on the end, and the other end of it is just a plain end like this. So this has got almost like these sort of notches, so when you sort of put it down, it sits, sorry, get that into shot for you there. If you put that down, it sits properly on the table. It's going to roll away anyway. So let's take this lid off. So this is it without its lid. The pen, the lid is sort of 3/4 the length of the pen, but this was designed to be written with as a posted pen. So you post this pen and it becomes a fairly well, nicely proportioned size pen. So let's see if we can get a look at this nib. Yeah, not too bad. So this is a stainless steel nib. It's traditional by Kaweco. This is a fine nib that I've got here now today. And it comes with, available in a, let me have a look again, is that the right way up? An extra fine, fine, medium, broad. So let's say there's quite a choice of nibs there available to you. But a stainless steel standard Kaweco nib. The same nib that comes in all the Kaweco sport range nibs, whether it's the all sport or whether it's the art sport or any of them, it's the same nibs that's in them. It sits nicely in my hand. I find it to be quite a nice length actually to write with. For me personally, and I mean this is just me personally, it's a heavy pen. I would find after writing with this that my hand would possibly start aching a little while. But for somebody that prefers a heavy pen, it wouldn't be a problem at all. I tend to write with lighter pens through lighter materials, maybe celluloid, but this really does shout quality. The weight on it makes it feel as if you're actually using a really high quality pen. It feels like something substantial. And what I think I particularly like about it is that over time, this is going to age and it's going to get all the little dings from your pocket. It's going to see, you know, maybe sort of scratches from your keys in your pocket if you sort of did it that way and carried it on a daily basis. And I really like that idea. I like the fact that it's going to show some character, that it's going to, I think it's supposed to look like that, you know, it's supposed to be a perfect pen. And I really like that about the pen, that you wouldn't have to be precious about it. If you drop it, you're not going to break this pen. It's really well protected. It feels like a high quality pen that you would be able to use and take about with you, put it in your bag, and it wouldn't matter, and it wouldn't take up a lot of space. You can put it in your jeans pocket and it would be fine. So there isn't, you know, an awful lot to sort of say about it as far as how it looks. Sorry, I'm going to focus again here. Let's have a look at this. It tapers a little bit now down towards the grip section here. The grip section, if you can see, it just smooths out and tapers a little bit, well enough to be able to grip nicely. Put your fingers around there. And then you've got the sort of notches there from where the cap screws back on when you close it. So you can see already there's sort of slight differences in colours from where the cap goes, where the cap has been and hasn't been. But as I said, that really doesn't bother me. Usually I'm quite particular about things if it doesn't look perfect maybe, but actually it's a pen I'd actually like to age quite quickly, and you know, and I'd like it to look worn and used. I think it would tell a story, one that you could keep for a long, long time. Other than that, it's a plain pen. There isn't an awful lot to sort of show from it. Sorry, I keep out of practice with this, look. But there's that nib. If I can see if I can get any closer to it so you can be able to see that. So what I'm going to do now is, as there isn't much else to show you, I'm going to do a quick writing sample with you and then it's over to you. Thank you. So welcome back. Let's have a look at doing a writing sample. Just very quickly though, I have to show you how this pen fills out. It is a cartridge pen. It is a cartridge converter pen. You could put a converter in there. It just uses standard international cartridges. This is Kaweco's blue black that I've got in here. I like the fact that it just uses small cartridges. It adds to its portability, and you can get so many different inks now anyway in these international cartridges, but again you can get converters for them if you want to use bottled inks. So let's have a look at a writing sample. So as I've said, this is the Kaweco Brass Sport with a fine nib. This one, it's a smooth fine nib. It writes very simply. No line variation really, as you can see, but there's no skipping on there either. The ink dries quickly from it. It's not a very wet nib or anything like that. Sorry, the lighting's sort of really going, the time is sort of going on. But I like it. The ink I've got in here is the blue black from Kaweco. It isn't a pen that I'll use on a day-to-day basis, I don't think. Not for extended writing, actually, sorry, I would say. It is a pen that I would use on a day-to-day basis. It's one that I'd put in my handbag or put in my pocket and carry it out with a small notebook maybe, or a little traveller's notebook. I think it'd go really well with a traveller's notebook. You can just jot down a few sort of sketches or a few notes while out and about. But I hope this has been really helpful for you. As I said, it's been really exciting starting this back again. And check out our website at theunitedinkdom.uk and see what the other guys have had to think about this pen review and what they think about this pen specifically. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for listening and watching. Thank you.